Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sam Cherian, and today we're gonna play the Stanley Parable. I haven't played this for myself. I've seen little bits of other playthroughs 7 or more years ago. Oof, it's been a long time. But I haven't actually played it, and I don't know if there's more that's been added. I don't know if I'm going to remember most of it. Especially because I wasn't the one playing. But I wanted to play something today that was fun. And
this is the story of a man named Stanley.
Enjoyable.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Hell yeah, Stanley.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Okay.
As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Oh.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, I have no feet. Okay, so. Whoa. Ooh. Very responsive. Might have to. Whoa! Oh. Alright. So the boardroom. Whoa, Stanley moves fast. I fixed up the speed. He was moving a little bit too fast for me to have some control over.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What? What does it say? Oh, there's nothing. Where is this? Where? Oh. Still moves really fast. Oh. Well, at least I was able to interact with something. No. Okay. I'm not sure where to go. Back this way. That's a little bit better. Alright, so I'm gonna turn off everyone's PCs. Ha 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 ha. What? Hello? No. No. Hello? Nope, okay. Just being an asshole at this point. What? How do I get through that? Jump! Nope, there's no jump button. Oh, I don't need a run button. He's already power walking everywhere. Ooh. Okay. Guess we'll just keep going. Can you not? Oh, this place is a mess. What's in there? I don't know what it is, but it looks good. Where are you? Ah, there's more space. There's more rooms. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Ah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. I don't know, man. I can't. Why is there so much empty space? And this one's all like backed up. And there's still a lot of space, but when you look at them comparatively, I kind of want to go to the right. They look the same. Right, let's just do this for now. Wait, no! Ah, too late. Okay, I guess we will go this way for now. We'll just count this as the lame way. Ooh. Okay. So
Yet there was not a single person here either.
at least we're
Feeling a
closing the
wave
door
of
behind us.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Okay. I don't think our boss is gonna be there. Not cost efficient. Standard Jufif. Okay. Everyone is unique. True. You most of all. A broom closet? It opened!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh wait, I want to pick some stuff up. My instinct. I'm not
There
gonna
was nothing
lie.
here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Yeah, well, I'm talking with people, so I'm gonna still be here. So you wait.
It was baffling
not-
that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom
Oh,
closet.
God.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Yeah,
As it
it's
is,
just about
he's
to say
literally
it.
just standing there doing sweet FA.
So I was.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Bro?
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I would if you would let me. Are you done? So
You do realize there's no
oh my
choice or
God.
anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had
Should've
a
gone
reason
right.
for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I
Ugh.
never would have thought to mention it.
I'm just gonna say. So when I came in here, I immediately
Maybe
wanted to
you
pick up.
this is somehow its
all of
own
this
branching
stuff.
path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
So
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
this is a mad narrator.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
Okay.
You're dead.
Oh.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Totally.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Oh yeah, when you're
Hello?
dead, you can
Anyone
totally
who
do that.
happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
So you're
Please
not
remove
human,
their
then?
corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that
funny.
the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
This is hilarious. I'd let him pretend there's another player. So I wanted to pick up all this stuff because of my...
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I wanted to pick up all that stuff because I'm one of those people who, when I play games where you craft and stuff, which is more often than not, I end up picking up everything.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I just walked upstairs because I wanted to. But, okay. Yo, fancy digs. Wait. Aha! Ooh. Okay. This is nice. What's in here? Lame. I don't know if this one or that one's the office, but I'm gonna go in here first.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Why?
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Why is my boss's place so tall? Why are the ceilings so
by
high?
simply pushing random buttons on the
There's
keypad,
no way.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Seriously, why are these ceilings so tall? There is no way that the boss is that tall, especially if the door is that short. Let's go exploring, boys. Eee. Should I have a name for my subs? Is that like a thing that people do? I don't know. I don't think I have enough subs to do the name thing yet. At the moment, I just call you guys multiple different things. All friendly.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Cool.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, I'm excited. I like this.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Guys, there's an escape path. Oh, there's an escape path. Okay, we went the left door. I said we were going to go this way. So this is the... We'll listen to him, right? We'll follow him. You know I'm gonna press that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No, I was just thinking someone really likes Batman. Like, heavily inspired. So this is the Follow the Dude playthrough. Narrator? Yeah, narrator.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I mean, I know that some of them would have been, like... I know some of them would have been,
This
repeated?
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He
That's
refused to
amazing. They
believe
would have
it.
to draw
He
all of
couldn't
those.
accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I mean, most people do.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled
Mind
with
control
emotions.
status
Happy
offline.
or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, it wants me to go up there. Or not. Oh, there's two there. Okay, let's see. Maybe... Okay. Oops, sorry, I got stuck in the stairs. Dude, this is like really cool. Considering this was made years ago, this is quite fascinating. Nope, can't press that one. Oh. 1, 2. Do I press them in order? Okay, hang on. 3 was up here, right? Yeah. Nope, that's 5. But at least I know there's a 5. 3 is over here. 3. I don't think this is actually doing anything. I don't think this is actually doing anything, but I hope it does, even if it's just an achievement, because I guess why else would you put the little buttons in here? Okay, so okay. No, that did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Whoa. Okay, so the 1 to 5 did nothing.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. Oh! Okay, that was a little bit loud. I see little specks of something.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Huh?
He had won.
Oh, I
He
died.
had defeated the machine.
No, I didn't die.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments
better.
away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly
I
opened,
see two birds.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had
That
he been
is the
freed from the
question.
machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what
Looks
to
like a
do,
widescreen,
or
man.
how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
That
It was
actually
perhaps
very
the only
profound.
thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
I'm
skin.
not controlling the character
The
anymore.
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
That is a very sweet, sweet ending. Beat the game! That's a very sweet and charming ending. Oh, it starts you back here. Smart. The game's like, look, I know you're gonna want to play this 1,000 billion times. Here you go. Alright, so that's one ending. I'll see if we can get 2 endings for this one. I might do a couple episodes of this, just because it's fun.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nope.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ooh, yes. I just wanted to go a different direction. I gave you your ending, and it was actually a very nice one, Mr. Narrator. And I believe it's my turn now. Oh. Dude, every door is locked. That looks identical to the desk that we were at. Like, eerily so. Hey!
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
Give me a
here
soda.
you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
And coffee and soda. The paintings are nice. And my coworkers haven't gone
But
missing.
eager to get back to business,
I probably
Stanley
just
took the first open
running
door on
late.
his left.
Ooh, what's this? Ooh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
You're just bad at giving them. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Oh. Let me in. Oh, there's so many places I want to explore. Oh, I want to jump. Oh, apparently this was meant to originally be a mod for a game called Half-Life. I've only seen a couple of Let's Plays of the Half-Life Alyx. I haven't actually played Half-Life myself. I don't think either I wasn't around for that time or I was a bit too young, and so I just kind of missed the whole that whole like era of that game. But I've heard that they're really good. And if Half-Life Alyx is anything to see from it, then I'd say yes, they were very good. Do not jump from cargo lift while it's in motion. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift is $1,000. Penalty for jumping is $5,000. Pretty sure the penalty is death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
You don't even know who her is, because I don't know who her is.
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I don't even have a her. There ain't no her, fool. Oh, we're going into the Deathmobile.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out.
Oh my God, this is a real thing.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I don't know if I can do it, man. I don't know. Do we have the strength? We had strength.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh!
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
Nice.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No,
Who'd
not
want
really.
to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What's up? Good morning, employee 427. Press M on your keyboard. Y. Press N. Nothing happens.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press I.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press Z to spend time with the boys?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press 8 to prepare dinner. Press 6, 7, 9, 5. Fine.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I knew it was changing. I knew it was changing.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over,
The
wishing
yellow
beyond
stripes
hope
in
that
now.
it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press L to tell your wife you love her. Sure.
But there is no answer.
Fine.
How could there possibly be? In reality,
Ha!
all he's
I knew
doing
it.
is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
That's a real thing that people...
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
It's a bed right
But he
there,
won't
bro.
listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm gonna trust you this one time, narrator. I'm trusting you just once. You get one. Everybody gets one. I'm not doing it. I got time. See that clock? I got time. Oh, you didn't plan for a I'm not pressing the button, did you, Mr. Narrator? What if I press a different button? That's right. When I click the keyboard, he is clicking a mouse. So when I click the mouse, he's clicking a keyboard. Ah, that's so smart. So me clicking the mouse button is him typing the keyboard.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press A to question nothing. Oh.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Oh shit, I think we just killed ourselves. I didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was grim. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This one. Nope. No, 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 no. No. No, no. No.
When Stanley came to a set of two
I
open
think I
doors,
missed it.
he entered the door on his left.
Let's go left and then not go left. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Let's go this way.
Feeling
this
a
way.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Ooh, let's go down.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh. Sorry, buddy.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
I agree.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility?
He's a belief, though.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
He controls the world.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Okay.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
I just got an ending, didn't I?
It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
That's definitely an ending. Oh, no! Ha-ha!
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Ooh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh my gosh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
There's
She rose,
so much
got
in
dressed,
this.
gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Whoa.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring
we
down
killed
at
him.
the body. And then she turned and ran.
I thought you said she called an ambulance. Alright, narrator, you need to get your story straight. Holy crap. We killed him twice. Well, I'm going to leave this here. I think I might do one more episode of this, because there's more to this game, obviously, than these. But I'm going to leave this one here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like it if you liked it. Please subscribe to see more content, and thank you guys for watching. Bye!